Rick, I know over the years you've done a lot of work for folks who have been exposed to asbestos. In those years of working for these people, what have you learned about what these companies knew and when?
Well, Jim, by the 1930s, asbestos was the predominant insulation in the United States and most places around the world. And even by the 1930s, medical doctors with the railroads and with other companies, other industries in the United States, went to seminars and studied that heavy use of asbestos created dust, and that dust would get inhaled and would cause a permanent lung disease called asbestosis. Most of us have heard of that. That's tied to fairly heavy asbestos exposure because it causes scarring of the lungs.
Rick, we also frequently hear the phrase mesothelioma associated with asbestos exposure. What can you tell us about that?
Well, mesothelioma is a terrible, terrible cancer with no cure. It is virtually only caused by asbestos, and it is a cancer of the outer area of the lung. It's not really in the lung, it's sort of the lining outside the lung. We knew that cancers were being caused by asbestos by the 50s perhaps, and by the very beginning of the 1960s, major studies were done, a few of them around the world, that were widely publicized that told companies and told doctors that mesothelioma was exclusively caused by asbestos. It was just one more thing that was bad about asbestos, and what was even worse is there was no you have to have a lot of it to get it type thing. What was incredible is even fleeting, just a couple days of exposure, was documented to cause mesothelioma. And that was when OSHA and various international organizations put the word out to all industries that you've got to get rid of this dangerous toxic substance wherever you can. And it was banned in the United States on almost every product during the time when OSHA first was enacted in the United States.
Thanks, Rick. Please go to our website at hsinjurylaw.com to immediately receive by email our free report on how medical evidence presentation can win cases. If you or someone you know has suffered a serious personal injury, please feel free to contact us by going to our website or calling our 1-800 number.